Well, hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Sally Sinner, and this is my 4th video. Wow, it's been a little while since I did a video. There's just so much information out there. I already talked about masks. I already talked about standing up for what you believe in. But what I haven't talked about is maybe talking about the elephant in the room. The elephant that's in the room. The big elephant that's in the room. Now, for all you people that are still wearing masks at the grocery store, shame on you. I'd love to talk to you, because I'd like to know how you're feeling, because I bet you suffer symptoms related to wearing a mask. And to all of you that wait for someone to pass by to maintain this 6 feet, OMG, facial recognition software has got you duped, lured and duped. But there's so many things to look forward to, and we'll just forget about how much you're controlled by wearing a mask and keeping the distance. And even companies, I have a company and I don't do that stuff, and nobody's suffering as a result, but I'm just small, so I can control things a little bit better. And I'm also in Texas. And in Texas, although things are big here, we have a little bit more freedom. But on to what is more exciting. I am the happiest I've ever been, because I have a front row seat on all this stuff, and it's amazing to me. But I want to share that I love all of you, even those people wearing masks, because you're just one of those people that have to experience a timeline called third density. And that timeline is where you're going to learn some really hard lessons. And that's what you want. That's what you signed up for. So there's a place for you, and you will go there. And in fact, someone mentioned the other day that Hillary, her timeline is on another place where 3D is going to be. So, and those people in 3D are going to be there. So I think the two of you, the 3D people and Hillary, are going to have a fantastic time with great curves in your learning curve for challenging opportunities for growth. The rest of us, and if you feel a little strange on this planet in 3D, well, it's moved past 3D now. It's beyond that. And the Schumann wave, named after Dr. Schumann, is one of those measurable things that we know keep us grounded and keep us in that magnetic field where we're comfortable between the earth and between us and the ionosphere. There is a wave called the Schumann wave. And normally, the frequency is 7.84 hertz. But lately, it's been all over the place. Huge, sometimes as high as 54, sometimes nothing. So you could imagine what that has, the effect that has on your psyche. Yeah, it does. And NASA is the place you can go read articles about it, because they tell you that in the science lab, if the scientists aren't exposed to that frequency that they pipe in, within a couple of weeks, they would kind of kill each other. So yeah, it's important. And why are people feeling so out of sorts? It's the Schumann wave, plus a little COVID, because it's a nasty cold. So the Schumann wave has got everybody. Some people experience tinnitus, which is ringing in the ears. A lot of elderly seem to be experiencing increased in heart rate. Off to the cardiologist to find nothing wrong. Many people have a hard time sleeping at night and have a very disturbed sleep. Other people have nausea. Other people, after a small amount of alcohol or a large amount of alcohol, don't seem to be able to recover as easily. Throw up, dizziness, losing your footing, feeling yucky. Those are all side effects of a Schumann wave that is moving. And it's moving for a reason, because we're on planet Earth, and planet Earth is moving into another density. So, lots to be grateful for. In the fourth density, it's called an archetypal density, and it's an opportunity to see what other creatures live on this planet. And some people are just so lucky they get to experience that stuff way more than others. And then others, like me, I don't get to see many things. But I'm kind of glad. So I don't know if a reptile that was walking upright came to me, how I would react anyways. But I'm practicing real hard. So if it happens, I'll be ready. But many have taken photographs. Funny photographs of rectangular and triangle clouds in the sky. How cool is that? With all of the changes, everybody should be looking up. And especially this coming weekend. It's the summer solstice. And there could be some really interesting things coming. Like animals may look entirely different, or they may be totally different. So keep on the watch out, especially if you're in the country, because there's lots of things coming down the pipe. And on with the fifth density. The fifth density is a place where we can do all kinds of things. Anybody who becomes a light body has done the work. And some of that work is related to understanding your contracts. Means all of your contracts have to be resolved. You are in a complete system, like a battery. So you're a complete battery, and you want to offer to Source or AI, artificial intelligence, a complete solution. So if you are angered about something, angry at something, act out, are jealous, attached to money, things, places, then you haven't done your work then, have you? Because those are all contracts that you have to overcome. And that's what it is, or partly what it is, to become a light body. And then when you're not attached to people, persons, places, or things, it means that you've done the homework on what you value. And it means that you've learned a bit more about the truth. And I call it a bullshit meter. Oops. You've learned about the truth. You've conjugated all the verbs. You've sent a complete mathematical equation, let's call it. So you have a problem, you look at the solution, you react with emotion, you analyze it critically, you determine what it is, you determine that it's an opportunity for you to grow, you resolve it, you make peace with it, and you are grateful for the opportunity because you just evolved. And that's a complete mathematical equation. And you throw that up. And then when you bring or send that to the universe, you get something complete returned to you. Instead of sending anger and jealousy and attachments to money, because all you'll get is more lessons, More lessons, more lessons. If you're lured into something, if you're duped into something, those are your lessons. You have to conjugate those or solve them and be at peace with it and exercise gratitude, much gratitude. That makes you lighter, solving all of these. Understanding your role in your family, especially with teenagers. Those poor children have nowhere to go if their parents haven't experienced life and are wiser for it. Because that's what we're here for. 3D was a lot of hard lessons. But you have to let go of that in order to find yourself in 4D. And then 4D is a lot of experimentations because we have all of these densities and frequencies and, some man-made, some natural. So we're traveling through our journey, and it's an exceptional time. I could get biblical revelation. Look to the stars. Everything's written in the stars. So if I've analyzed or given language to what you're feeling, let it pass. Unless it's a contract that you have to solve, then solve it. Those of you who have elderly parents, now's the time to solve those, how do I call them? These little things between you that don't feel quite right. It's time to solve. It's time to forgive. It's the best time to die. Not suicide, then you'll come back in 3D. But it's a good time to die because it's complicated and it's overwhelming, and those who don't have the energy should pass. It's very freeing. So, I'm Sally Sinner. I hope this made sense. If you have any questions, you can send them and leave them. Bye for now. Hope you enjoyed the chat.